Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Comic Book Users. Welcome to another episode of the show. It's Inside the Cover Day alongside Mr. Wild Bill.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Comic Book Users. We're going to go inside the cover with Hulk 179.
You want more Hulk, you got more Hulk, right?
Love this cover. The missing link.
This
is just classic Herb Trimpe.
Yep.
This should have been a t-shirt.
That's a good one. And I'd argue that's even better than the first appearance of Missing Link, which was on 106. 106.
Which
is a good cover, too, but...
Totally looks different here. Much more menacing. I like how he's crushing the iron girder in his hand.
Yeah.
So, his name is Lincoln. And,
Link, for short. The Missing Lincoln.
As always, Hulk picks up from a previous issue where he was on Counter-Earth and he was put in a rocket to come back to Earth. So he's claustrophobic, all cramped up in this rocket, and of course doesn't realize, he's like, why am I in a small room? Let me out. Yeah. So he bashes his way out of the rocket, not knowing that there's no air in space, but Hulk is close enough to the Earth's atmosphere, and of course he falls face first into the Earth, falls asleep from impact. Here's all the flashback of previous issue with the recorder.
Yeah, that's right. The recorder was friends to everybody, right?
Yep. Some comic book advertisements.
Anybody watching remember where you would see
Big Jim
the
and his Kung Fu grip?
That's right. Anybody remember where you would see the recorder next? He would be in that whole multi-part Thor series where they go out in space, and the recorder's part of that whole journey.
So, of course, when the Hulk hit the Earth, it sounded like a big bang.
Yeah, people are like, what was that?
So the local townfolk come to investigate.
And they see this puny little guy.
They're like, here, we just came to help. So they bring him back home, feed him, becomes part of the family, and who comes in the door is this guy.
The Missing Link.
Yeah, over here. And they introduce him to Bruce Banner. This is Lincoln. This is Bruce. And Bruce down here is like, I got a bad feeling about this guy.
Yeah, doesn't really remember him.
He's like, yeah, he doesn't know, but it's the Hulk.
Yeah.
So subconsciously through his Hulk experiences, he recognized that he had a bad experience with this guy. So his spider sense is tingling. Or his Hulk sense. Hulk sense.
Hulk sense.
Hulk tense.
There we got a little flashback of their first battle.
So, yeah. So he works as a miner for this family. And even though they accept him for being who he is, not what he is, he likes the appreciation that they treat him like he's a regular guy. So he works and contributes to that family, the Brickfords, who took him in. So Bruce Banner, sitting back, notices how this monster has all the love of the children from the family, where it's something that the Hulk never really had. Yeah. And Banner's reflecting on that. And then all of a sudden, over here in this panel, this kid's falling over sickly. But it's because of Lincoln and his radiation. And
so he's actually a threat to the family that he loves so much.
Yeah, and what they explain in this part of the story is that the last time he fought the Hulk, he like exploded, I guess, into a million different pieces and then reformed. And when he reformed, he wasn't radioactive anymore. So I guess the smaller pieces, the isotopes, were able to, that nuclear half-time, reduce quicker.
But somehow
less radiation.
Got him back again.
Yeah, so it's rebuilding. And so Bruce thinks the kid's having a convulsion. They bring him in, right? So over here, they use the old Geiger counter, right? Find out the kid's got some radiation capability. So
back home.
Yeah, we got to go back to the Glenn Talbot, Betty Ross reunion. Yeah, because they were married. He was held by Russians, right? Yep. He was held prisoner. So he finally gets back thanks to the help of Colonel Armbuster.
Yep.
So he gets his reunion. So then we go back to the Missing Link. And here, Bruce Banner's telling him, you know, your body has this ability to absorb a lot of radioactivity to a critical dose, dangerous mass. You need to leave town if you really care about these people. You know, you're a menace to the town and all that. You really need to get out of town. And yeah, and he's like, you know, if you were my friend, you wouldn't be telling me that. You know, you're lying to me.
This is my family, right?
Why do you want to hurt me if you're my friend? Yeah. So, Mario Value stamp.
Yes. Shang-Chi. That's a great one, right?
Don't cut it out, though.
That's a cover. That's the cover of the first king size edition, right?
Okay.
Yeah. That's,
I have them. I have to go back and look. More ads. So he's not interested in Bruce Banner's news, so he pushes him into a mine shaft. Pushed him right through the door. So Bruce Banner plummets down this mine shaft, and of course the fear of falling, he turns into the Hulk. Thank God, saves his life, and now the Hulk comes out and goes after the missing link, Lincoln, and it's on. So.
Now you get classic Trimpy battle pages, right? Going
Yes,
there we
come
go.
on. So the missing link thinks the Hulk's the menace, and he's going to defend them from these people. And Hulk thinks that Lincoln's a menace, so he's going to defend them from the town. So they're both defending the same party.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Which is unusual for the Hulk stories at this time. This book is what? 1977, I think.
74.
That was 74. Oh, a 25 center.
Yeah.
I thought it was 35.
That's right.
And the missing link almost looks like the plastic drones from the leader.
A little, yeah, a little bit. You have the big eyes, right? Yeah.
Yep. More destruction.
Look at that. He's the look on his face. He knows that. Like.
Yeah. He says he's sorry, and then he explodes.
Yeah.
A little sorry too late there.
Yeah.
And this time, I think he blows up for good because he never comes back.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing him ever.
What happens is, I lied. He survives. They both survive because they fell down the mine shaft. The ground gave way between them in this panel. So they fell down the mine shaft. So he explodes underground. But they both survive the blast. The town folk come around and they're like, "Oh, Lincoln, we'll help you out. Come on, you need to rest. You need medical aid. Sorry, Hulk, you're all alone again." He sees how he thought Lincoln was the villain, and now the town folk take to Lincoln,
Warmly
and they don't
accepts
care
him.
about the Hulk. And the Hulk's like, he doesn't understand mankind at this point, but he's happy to be alone, which is his prison, loneliness. So he doesn't understand why the other guy's getting all the attention and all the, all the affection when it was the Hulk thought he was doing good.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get rewarded with the same treatment. That's what he wants in his life, and he doesn't get it. And that's the story of the Hulk always.
And if you guys were taking a look at the bottom of the page, for the upcoming issue, that we're ready to move into those two issues with
180 and 181 of Wolverine.
Yeah, Wendigo and the Wolverine. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. We probably should have looked that up, but I wonder if like the missing link appeared ever after this again, or this was kind of it. I don't know.
I don't think so. But this is just a classic cover.
Oh yeah.
Very, very well liked. Anyway, there you have another inside the cover. Please click the like button at this time.
Yes.
Please help us out.
Don't do it
We
later.
appreciate
Do it
your
now.
support. We don't ask you in the beginning like other YouTubers, but we like you coming back, and we like your support, and we like your comments. So please click the notification bell too, so you can be kept on loop every time we have a new video. That'll help too. And that's about it. That's all I got.
That's all I got. So
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
for Wild Bill on Pete. Yep. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Have a
All
good
right.
one.
Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.